Can you believe this is a modular house that you can just buy and put on your property? Today we interviewed the builder of this tiny house and he can give you all the details of how it was built, and I am 100% positive you will really enjoy this video, so stay tuned.
We're Steve and Naz, two quirky adventurers who travel the world documenting tiny houses, exploring exotic places, and trying out local food. We're also converting our own van for van life. Buckle up, subscribe, and join us on the journey.
So welcome, I'm Steven, this is Mark, and here we are at Bungalow Modular Living, and Mark has designed an amazing tiny house. Would we call it a tiny house?
Tiny house.
Great. So Mark, would you like to describe it and show us around?
Yeah, with pleasure. We've looked at a couple of options, and based on the fact my history is in timber and woodwork, we chose to go for an all timber structure as opposed to going for the containers, which are very popular, and converting those. So taking the skill set that I've had and the knowledge of the timber I've had with my dad and my grandfather, we designed something that we wanted to do as eco-friendly footprint as possible. We wanted to improve on some of the standard sizing. So for example, internal sizes are slightly deeper than a container. We felt that it was a bit cramped inside there, so we've stretched it out a little bit. And we've gone in between the two sizes of containers. So we've gone for a 9-meter unit. From that point of view, we felt that the spacing was good for kitchen, living room area, a bedroom, and fits in a full bathroom as well.
So what we have here, we have kind of a stoop area, an area where people can sit up front.
Correct.
And then we've got an internal living area.
Correct. You visualize placing the bungalow in beautiful areas, whether it's on the coast or in the mountain or over a river. The panorama is what we've tried to create with the frame of the bungalow. So when you're looking out, you're kind of framing this natural beauty. We've replicated that in the size of the sliding door that we've done, and hence the need for such a big overhang, so we get a lot of shade on here. Otherwise it gets a bit hot inside and your insulation is not as effective. So that's part of the reason by that. At the same time, as South Africans, we love a veranda and we love to have a sofa on it, whether it's a wood-burning jacuzzi on there or you've got a braai, it doesn't really matter. We love a stoop.
And it's really unique to have this sort of double footprints with veranda area.
Inside-wise, we've got to a point where you're going for what you need as far as kitchen goes. So it's not an elaborate kitchen. It serves the purpose of what you're going to be going away for a weekend, or whether you're going to be living, a smaller family. You can appoint the kitchen as you need. So what we've done on the kitchen element, we've kept everything against the wall. Again, not to encroach into too much living space over here. Obviously, the use of space has to be pretty clever. We've gone for quite a big sort of oven and cooker. But a lot of our clients are then opting for maybe just a 2-plate gas cooker and a convection microwave, which would serve the purpose. Also, the reason being is that to go off the grid and to go solar, you don't want to have so much of a current draw from some of your appliances. So you need to be cognizant of what appliances you want to put into the place. Cupboard space, we follow through with a solid wood countertop, the same as the rest of the spruce on top here. The layout of the kitchen is really kind of up to the client as well. If you've got beautiful views this side, we should be maximizing that. So we'll increase the window size so that you can stand inside there and enjoy the views while you're cooking or while you're preparing food.
This layout you're seeing is customizable, is what I'm hearing.
Correct, yes. Yeah. Every site is unique. So without being too fixed on what we can provide, our structure doesn't change, but as far as maximizing on views and of light and of orientation of your building, you've got prevailing winds to take into consideration. You've got the arc of the sun to make sure that you're maximizing sunlight and warmth inside here as well. So we are flexible on the design and layout. When you're shifting from a conventional home into a smaller home, you don't need as much. All of a sudden it puts into play, I don't need 20 cups. I've got 2 and 2 guests, so I'll have 4 cups. I'm not going to have a pantry full of pots and pans that I don't need to be using. So you actually become more aware of what you need as opposed to what you want. It makes you feel good because you haven't got a lot of clutter in your space. You're living lighter, which is cool. And I think that's the motivation behind tiny house living as well.
Even though there's not many windows on this side of the house, you have a massive window on the front, so you almost don't need extra window space.
No. When you're lying in bed, you're on the sofa, you want to capitalize and you want to enjoy what views you've got here. So we've taken a big opening and worked with that, so hence the need for the shade on the front there.
So this is a beautiful lounge area, small, but it really gives you a great view of the outside.
Yeah, so we chose to go this route as more of a lounge type environment as opposed to a working space. Its counterpart would be able to quite easily fit a desk and or a dining table in here, and it could be workspace for people that want to have workspace and sofa space on the outside. It also works as a double up as a sleeper couch. So if you're now going away for a weekend and you've got mom and dad and you've got maybe a couple of kids or something like that, smaller kids, you can fold this out and you've then got a four sleeper unit where you come back in from your day on the beach and you crash.
And I love that you have, again, your veranda area, because there's so much space outside. There's so much flexibility in the space. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love the decorations in this house. For example, this weave basket, very African looking in some ways.
I take no credit for that whatsoever.
Your
that
wife?
is my wife. My wife is phenomenal. She has an incredible touch, and that's why as a team we work so well together. So I can do all the rough stuff, and Jackie comes in and she just beautifies things. And we were African, and we love the flavor of African, but you can see there's a very contemporary style.
And I love this fireplace behind you.
Those cozy sort of winter days when you've got a light misting of rain coming down on the roof and the fire's going and you're looking out at a beautiful view.
And let's move over to the bedroom area, should we?
Yeah, sure. We've gone for a comfortable queen-size extra-length bed, a nice headboard, and your built-in cupboards. Again, small space doesn't mean cramped. You can quite easily fit in comfortable wardrobe inside there, and again, the versatility. If you want something bigger, we make something bigger. But essentially, it's creating a soft barrier between your living space and your bedroom space over here. So that creates your barrier on that side over there, gives a nice little backdrop for the fireplace, but it's a functional space.
Definitely, this space feels so spacey.
Because you've got the covering outside there, if you've got a light bit of rain outside or your weather's not great out there, you can still have these doors wide open and you can still enjoy the outside without getting wet and without feeling cramped on the inside. So you have that space to work within over there.
Lying in bed, you have those beautiful views. Sitting in the lounge, you have the beautiful views. Making your coffee, you have the beautiful views. It's just phenomenal. I think this is one of the tiny houses that we've seen with actually the most window space. Yeah, it's powerful.
It is. It is. There is always in the back of your mind the thought of where I am at night and am I secure at night. The security element of the bungalow, we've chosen to go for the shutter system. It's quite sort of clutter-free. It keeps your area kind of clean and neat, and the same onto the doors here as well. So you can put a stacking system inside over here, leave your doors wide open at night, and it's a security barrier as well.
The space already feels big and this mirror just makes it feel bigger along with it.
We make our way into the bathroom. We've chosen to go with a fully enclosed shower, which we've had custom made by a friend of ours, a very good boat builder. We've done the 3-panel slider. We've also done a fixed pane of glass over here. So again, there's versatility inside there. You can pigment the shower to different colors. If you want a nice charcoal shower, you can do the same thing over there. And we know that our water is now contained in the shower. Being a timber structure, the last thing we want to do is have any water contamination outside of the showers. Jax has done her waterproofing wallpaper magic, which gives a nice sort of texture and feel to the bathroom. And then there's various options on the toilet. So we got your standard waterborne toilet. If you are more rural, you can go for septic tanks with soakaways, or you can go for the compostable toilet options, which are the dry loos. So again, depending on the kind of footprint you want to have or what services you've got available to you, there's that flexibility there as well. And then we've just gone for a nice stylish little basin with hot and cold water, which is a direct feed from the gas geyser outside. And then that feeds into your grey water system, which is also part of that recycle system. You can run it into your tanks, you can run it into your soakaways, you can repurpose it into water to water the garden outside there. We've gone through a nice pocket door, which just tucks away again. It doesn't take up any space for opening and closing the bathroom. It tucks away very nicely and neatly, and it gives it a nice little sort of a styling effect with the slats inside there too. To create the overall image of what is possible, we've worked very closely with people who are doing things in the same sort of focus that we're trying to do. And there's an incredible product here. It's a product called Rebel Earth Pod from Rebel Earth. And essentially it's a hydroponic system. In the lower portion of this, there's a very intelligent watering system underneath here where you're literally filling up your water. You can't overfill it. Even me that has no green fingers, I can't seem to kill the plant. So it's pretty bulletproof. We had a good yield of chilies. We've just actually harvested a lot of the veggies and we're recycling the compost in here at the moment. But through the summer we had lettuce and parsleys and spinaches and lots of good chilies. So it's been very, very good. And again, you're working in the kitchen, you want to come outside and get some fresh veggies. It kind of ticks the boxes for you, You're totally self-sustained.
And it's amazing how much you can grow in such a small space. I'm constantly amazed by that.
It sets you free. It really, really does set you free. Whether it's a weekend holiday house, whether it's the way that you want to live permanently, whether it's something for your elderly folks in the bottom of your garden, the versatility of small house living is really good. And it has a much lighter impact on the earth globally as we go forward,
Guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give us your thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notification bell because YouTube is very lazy and he never delivers the video to you. Don't forget to check Mark's website. We will leave on the description below, and leave us your comment. We really appreciate all your thoughts, and I see you guys in the next one. Keep well. God bless. Bye-bye.